Buenos días. Buenas tardes. Buenas noches. 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 Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, at whatever time you are listening to this or watching this. It is Wednesday, February 8th, and it's 12:32 in the afternoon. I hope that at whatever time you guys are listening or watching that you guys are having a good day, a good, productive, positive day. And if not, I hope it turns around and becomes a better day than what it's been. So, what's going on? My name is Linette. I'm a life coach for parents, and welcome to my podcast or my YouTube channel, wherever you're watching this. Um, I want to do a catch up video today. Um, catch up episode. I want to do a catch up episode today. Um, since I've changed this to like once a week instead of twice a week. Oh, I thought my recording stopped. I was about to get highly upset. I was about to get sorry, you guys. My legs are hurting. Um, what was I saying? I was saying something. See, this is what happens when you move around. You forget. You forget. Sorry, you guys. I'm just trying to. I don't know what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get comfortable. That's what I'm trying to do. If I want to be honest, I'm trying to get comfortable. Um, I feel like I'm all over the place right now. This is not cool. This is like not cool. This is what's been going on with my anxiety. Like it just has me like so all over the place, man. It's ridiculous. But let's recenter, let's refocus. Allow me a few minutes, please, if you guys don't mind. Okay. So I was originally saying since I am cutting back to once a week episodes instead of twice a week, because right now I feel like my focus is just I gotta get my life together. Like I gotta get myself recentered again and back to being focused. So I'm doing it once a week. So I figured I'll do catch up episodes for right now to kind of like, catch up what's going on, what's been going on, how things are going, or what's coming up next, and things like that. I'll still probably throw, some of my coaching stuff in there because it's part of what I do all day, every day. So I'll probably still throw some stuff in there, but I kind of want to do, catching up because since I'm only talking to you guys once a week now, there could be a lot that's going on. We don't go much places, but life still happens and things still happen. Like, for example, about 2 weeks ago, I had gotten a potential client hit me up from Yelp looking to book a session. So I'm trying to reach out to them to see what's going on with that. That was a little bit exciting for me because it was just a random person that just saw my website and saw my advertising on Yelp, not advertising, but my directory on Yelp, and ended up reaching out to me. Another part, I already told you guys we moved to the first floor, so that's been going good, especially since the elevator was broken the other day. And then now our fridge is so I'm waiting for them to come check it out and see what's going on and see if it can be replaced. I haven't done homeschooling today as of yet because I figured I'll get you guys out of the way first, then I'll homeschool. I had applied for an apartment. I was hoping it would have been approved because it was an ADA apartment, so it would have been perfect for my wheelchair. But we were denied due to the old apartment complex stating that rent was late and that I still owed them the rent because I had to break the lease. But they don't say everything else to why I had to break the lease. And the rent was not late but one time out of the year and a half that I was there. And that was in the beginning when I first started because in Connecticut, you have until the 10th day of the month to pay the rent before there's any late fees. Down where we are now, you have until the 2nd or the 3rd of the month to pay rent before they start doing eviction processes. Like, it's crazy. God forbid you have an emergency or God forbid you fell sick, or God forbid something happened, you'd be stuck trying to figure it all out. And you ain't got many days to figure it out. So when we first moved into the place, I didn't know how it was down there. So my down here, so my rent was late. But after that, my rent was on time. And if it was late, anything after that, because my memory isn't the best, it would have been by a day because I would have forgotten. Oh shit, rent was due. Next day it's dropped off. Type of ordeal. It wasn't like it was late. Like, oh my god, 5 days have gone by, 6 days gone by, and there's still no rent. But now that I know I have that roadblock, I'm trying to find other avenues of what I can do to have a place for my family. Like, we can't keep living at an extended stay. It's not the most ideal for four people or the most comfortable, and it's hard to maintain because there's just too many of us in one room. Um, it was brought to my attention that I could probably buy a home under my business since I run my business from home. I just have to look into that and see how that would work out because I don't know how that's supposed to be. But that may be an option. I'm not against buying a home if it's going to make it easier for me to make sure that I have a stable roof over my kids' heads. Then I will do what I need to do because this just ain't it. Like, it, it's very tiring and overwhelming and frustrating and stressful. Like, I'm trying to still grow my shop normies business, but I haven't done any new nail sets. I haven't advertised anything. I don't really have the space to do so. Then I'm trying to grow my coaching business. I'm already struggling with the fact that my two front teeth are no longer in existence. And I feel like when I speak, it messes up my speech. I mean, it throws me off from wanting to show up and be positive and productive. So, like, I'm just struggling all across the board here, people. And I still have three kids to raise. I still have to make sure we have a roof over our heads, food on the table, bills are paid, necessities are gotten. Right now, my two paid clients, they're going to be ending their session soon. And one of them, we've already done it twice. She's already re-signed up. And she's in such a good place in her life that I don't even think she needs my services anymore. The second one, I we got all conflicts and resolutions resolved, all goals met, and they're in an amazing place in their life. They're gonna get ready to get married next year. Like, they're doing, or is it this year actually, this summer? They're doing great, so I really don't foresee them signing up again because what they originally came to me for, we resolved those issues and we got them where they need to be. So why is my anxiety so high? Having more clients would actually help me financially because, put it this way, so if the apartment complex that we used to live at is stating that I still owe them $7,000 for breaking the lease, if I'm able to get more clients, I can put the money to the side to pay off that $7,000 off of my credit so that I can finally get the apartment complex off my credit, have them now answer people directly with the correct, information when people are calling to find out about me being a tenant. And what sucks is this is the first time I've ever had to break a lease. It's the first time I've ever had to, leave beforehand or anything like that. Yet it's weighing so much on can we have a place to live or not. Like, it's just so overwhelming and so frustrating. Like, even if I wanted to have stayed in that apartment because I ended up in the wheelchair, there was no way I can keep going up and down the steps to the second floor. That wasn't gonna work. Like I was struggling to go up and down those steps bad. And yeah, so it wasn't gonna, I wouldn't have been able to stay. I would have had to have, but because they weren't working with me, and then I had all the other issues with, what I'm saying, everything else that was going on at the same time. It was just too much. But do I wish I could have done things differently so it wouldn't be affecting me right now? Yes, I do. So I hope you guys learn from my mistakes and my errors. Um, I didn't think it would be so difficult to find another place to allow us to rent. But because of that rent debt, like people don't stop and think. Not all landlords or complexes are good. So you called and you asked their part, so why didn't you call and ask me for my part? Then you could have figured out legit what happened or what transpired or how things went down. But it is what it is. Like it just wasn't meant to be. Now I gotta find other ways to make this work, and it just adds on to the stress level. Because my little one is always like, "Mommy, you gotta get more clients. We gotta find a place to live, and we gotta get transportation." And she's right. We do have to get more clients. I do have to find a place to live, and we do have to get transportation. These are all the things that we need so that we can function on a daily basis. Oh, yes. Are you done? No, I'm not. Can we soda now? No, yes. It's down there. It just seems a little bit high. Hi. It's me, the little one. Watch the wire. It's me, the little one. I've been releasing songs, cause I'm fans. JoJo. Alright, y'all done? JoJo Siwa is my fan. Okay, she's not even real. You're so silly. The soda's down there, I told you. Don't pay her no mind, you guys. Why? Because you're doing extra stuff for no reason. I want a piece of hash brown. Well, I'm eating this. I'm eating this. Go ahead, feel free. Mommy hungry right now. No, I don't want the other one. I don't want the other one. I'm not gonna be hungry. You know what? Ain't she just snapping me for eating her hash brown? I can't win with this girl. I actually don't want the hash brown. I want a sandwich. Okay. I forgot. I got chips. But life can get very stressful, you guys. And in my position, it can be even more stressful because. Oh no, it's okay. Bro, do you have to put any in the freezer? So get sissy too, Bubba. Okay. Sorry, you guys. I know I'm supposed to be talking to you guys. It's a family affair. It's always a family affair in my household because we're all in one room. I can't go anywhere. I have to create my content with my loved ones around me. Why do you say gracias? Because it means thank you. Oh. So, you say de nada. You say gracias? I have an urge to go smoke another cigarette. I actually need to smoke one more time. Erica, we going to Lido's? We are? That's what we're going to go get. I can smoke a medicine and then we can go to Lido's. Okay, I can do that too and then we can go to Lido's. No, because we're all going. We're all going to go to Lido's together. And Mom can't reach the thing to pay, right? I would have to pull up the wheelchair. That's a lot of work. That's a lot of work. I couldn't do it there because the way that their tight pain aisle is, I wouldn't be able to raise the wheelchair so I could look. Mm-hmm. Correct. I am going to. You guys, I don't know if y'all hear the whole conversation, but so this is a non-smoking room. So whenever I smoke my medicine or smoke a cigarette, I go outside to smoke. During the day, when my son is in school, I have to bring the little one outside with us if me and my oldest go to smoke because you can't leave her alone. Well, I'm not leaving her alone. I can leave her alone, but I am not leaving her alone. Let's just put it like that. That's not. I'm not doing that. And so it was a negotiation. Before she used to love going outside. Then when it started getting colder, it was like it's beautiful outside, but it's not even cold. It started to become a negotiation. Like, gotta negotiate with her just to get her to cooperate with you to go outside. And on chronic days or like today, anxiety days, I tend to smoke my medicine a little bit more because I need it to balance me out. I'm always, when it's an anxiety day, I'm always on edge. I feel like I'm about to have a whole anxiety attack. If anything else happens or if something else crumbles, excuse me, or falls apart or, excuse me, hold on, cut the hiccup. Oh my God. Anything goes wrong or like, for example, I'm waiting to find out about the fridge because I don't want my groceries to go bad. I just bought groceries yesterday. So I'm waiting to find out about the fridge. So that's causing me anxiety. I'm sitting over here wondering why I have anxiety. Duh, Linette. You don't know if we're gonna have to empty out the fridge, get the new fridge in. Like, we don't know what's gonna happen with the fridge. And it just causes me anxiety because it's pressure I'm adding on to my oldest. And I don't know if you guys have been here before, or if you've watched my videos or listened to my podcast or read my blog or anything like that. I'm very vocal of the fact that I have two high functioning autistic children that have mental illness. So my oldest, the one that helps me do everything, is 20, and she's high functioning autistic with mental illness. So I can't put too much on her plate because she can also fall apart on me and then I have to rebuild her back up. So I always have to be cautious of what happens and how we handle it so that I won't add too much to her mental health or to her disabilities. So, and then I have to do the same thing with my son. Like, he has ODD, oppositional defiance disorder, along with autism and mental illness. Um, he has a couple other things. Like, they both have a lot of stuff going on, but he doesn't help much because of the ODD piece. So if we want him to work and help us out, we have to kind of like work in a certain way to try to, you know what I'm saying, get him to cooperate. And it can be stressful and frustrating and irritating and overwhelming because we see the logical in it and he doesn't. And then it just sometimes becomes a whole tug of war. Um, and that's just frustrating and annoying. So I don't remember the whole point of me telling this to you guys. Oh, so my anxiety stays high. It doesn't go nowhere. Like, I get woken up in the middle of the night because of my anxiety, and then sometimes I can't go back to sleep because the anxiety is so bad. It feels like the walls are caving in on me. Um, which lately has just been making it harder for me to function, which is why I'm trying to show up as a coach, show up as parenting with mental illness, show up as a parent, show up as myself. Like, I'm trying to do so many things But I'm also trying to be mindful of my mental health and make sure that I am not pushing myself to points where I can have a breaking point because I cannot afford to have a mental breakdown and end up in anybody's psych ward. Put it like that. So, yeah, my anxiety is high right now. I need to actually go partake in some medicine and smoke another cigarette, go to Lido's, get the kids, well, get her relatable, then homeschool her. Yeah, what else? I'm sorry, you guys. My anxiety is really, it's up there. You can throw it in the basket, but that don't mean that that helps me with my anxiety to roll laundry. Like, she talking about if you want, you can help me with the rest of the laundry. Folded laundry does not calm my anxiety down, ma'am. But it does distract you. It does not distract me either. But it was a good try. But like I said, you can dump it in the basket and I'll slowly do it for you. Okay. Because at least I'm doing something. But you tried it. You tried it. She tried it, y'all. She tried it. You tried it, child. You tried. You tried to be slick to get me to do the laundry. How? By saying it was good. I offered, but I didn't offer this time. Okay, let me rephrase. You always offer to help me anytime I need to ask, is what you say. You know what? You know what? I don't like you. You hear me, Tom? I don't like you. I don't like you. Stop using my own words against me. Then don't give me the words, because I follow your words like law. What do you mean don't give you the words? I need to give you the words, because what if I need you to do something? So then you can't blame me for using the same words when you tell me to use those words. You know what? I don't like her, y'all. I don't like her. I don't. Mm-mm. She's annoying. One day we're going to sit down and we're going to do a podcast episode together. Maybe next week. I don't know. I'll see. Because then we got to get on the bed and be all nice and comfy and do the podcast together for y'all. Because we haven't done one together in a while. But I didn't really want for much. I just wanted to catch up with you guys. Like, everything is going good. Financially, we're in a better place than we were a few months ago. So we have a lot more stability than we did have. I wish it would, well, not wish. I'm manifesting that it continues to grow. I've already prayed and asked God to pass me along 6 paid clients. That's my goal for this year. I'm trying to get 6 paid clients. Last year I had 2, okay? And I was just starting out. So this year I'm working on 6 paid clients. The year just started, but don't worry, I'm working on that goal, you guys. And with y'all help, I can get there, you know. You guys can book a free call with me and see if I can help you and see how I can help you. Or you can just share my content because you never know who may need it. You never know who may need that extra support, that motivation, that inspiration. Maybe my trials and tribulations can push them through their trials and tribulations. You don't know who it can benefit. I know my content is not everyone's cup of tea. And I'm okay with that because I know that I am not everyone's cup of tea. And I'm definitely cool with that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be everybody's cup of tea because then ain't gonna be no tea left. Everybody gonna come slurp me up everywhere and then I'm gonna be gone. No, thank you. I still need to survive. I got kids I gotta raise. But I didn't really want much for anything. If you guys forgot, or if you didn't know, or it's your first time listening, or whatever the case may be, I have a workshop tomorrow night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can pre-register for the workshop on my website or the link in my bio. My website is coachingwithlinetteh.com. If you're not able to make it but want to be able to get the recording, pre-register for it and I will send it out to you after the workshop, at least the next day. It's gonna be parenting tips, plus I'm covering a little bit of what I do. So I'm going to provide at least 3 parenting tips that I use with my children in my household. What else? I'm gonna be trying to do workshops at least once a month is my goal. To try to keep getting, myself out there and, what I'm saying, grow a following. And I want to grow a support group is my main goal. Like, I really want to create a support group for parents where we're actually interacting with each other, and actually relying on each other for support and for some love. Especially for those who may not have a support system. Like, I don't really have a support system. And then the one that I do have, they're miles and miles away. So I'm still on my own doing it all pretty much, without any assistance. So I know how overwhelming and frustrating it can be when you feel like you're by yourself and nobody's in your corner. But that's not actually always the case or the scenario. It just ends up feeling that way. You just had a moment of insanity. She forgot real quick I was recording for y'all. Um, so yeah, so look for those workshops. You can find the information on my IG, which is Parenting and Mental Illness. You can find it in the link in any of my bios. You know where I did not put it? In my blog. That's where I messed up at. I always forget to put the stuff in my blog because I never know if my readers want to participate. And I'm just talking to you guys now. I just realized I never advertised the workshop on my blog. My poor blog just gets neglected. I do have a blog. Life as a single parent mental illness blog. In case you guys want to catch any of my articles up there, any of my posts. Um, Please comment, like, share, support. Don't just watch because when you're showing that support, you're letting the algorithm know that you like the content and others will as well. I'd greatly appreciate it. It's the best way that you can support me and my family to help us reach our goals. Um, I'm destined to get us into a place to live ASAP. I know it's not going to happen overnight because we didn't get into our situation overnight. So I know to get out of it, it's going to take a while, but I just require the support of all of you out there, pretty much. I can do everything I can on my end, but if I'm not finding clients or people are not taking the time to book the class to see if they can benefit from a life coach, I can talk to Turn Blue all day, which I can do, but I choose not to. That's why I've limited the amount of my content, that I'm coming up. Um, I need to give myself a break too, but I don't want to just stop showing up. I want to still continue to show up, but I'm just trying to balance everything out. If you guys do register for the workshop, thank you so much for your support. It is greatly appreciated. If you don't show up, that's okay. I will send a recording. If you need some inspirational emails, I've cut back on those too. I'm not doing them 3 times a week either. I'm doing them once a week now to throw out some inspiration and some motivation. You can do that on my website as well, coachingwithlinetteh.com. And I hope that you guys have an amazing day. I hope that you don't allow your situation to dictate how you show up on a daily basis and how you reach your goals and your inspiration, okay? I want you guys to be able to know that no matter what comes your way, you got this and you can do this. You're prepared, you're equipped, you're knowledgeable, you're strong, you're amazing, you're fantastic, you're smart. Just use it all into your favor so that you can get to where you need to be and mainly where you want to be. Because sometimes where we need to be and where we want to be are two different things. So if you can actually balance them both out and have the best of both worlds, why not do so? I'm just saying. I'm just throwing it out there. Playing devil's advocate here. I'm just throwing it out there. But thank you so much for watching thus far. Thank you for the love and support. If you have any comments or questions or anything, please shoot me an email, Linette at coachingwithlinetteh.com. If you want me to talk about a certain topic or if you want to know something more about me and my family, I'm open and receptive. Just hit me up, let me know. And if you're on the podcast, just shoot a question. Use that feature. I love that feature because then I get the messages and I get to actually hear your voice and it's great. All right, anyways, be blessed. Love you guys. And don't forget tomorrow isn't promised to everybody, so let's make it count and let's make yesterday jealous, okay? Deuces.